All right. So tonight we have a lot to get into, man. Tonight was September 9th edition of Monday Night Raw. Tonight we had Bret the Hitman Hart made a big time return here on Monday Night Raw. We start off here on Monday Night Raw, and we start off with this 8-man tag team match between the Wyatt Six and American Made. And this match was commercial free for the first hour. I put down here on my notes that this match was like a super tremendous big time car wreck, like in a good way. This match was fun. We had a lot of cool little things going on here tonight, and Wyatt Six come out here with the dub. I presume that this is probably the end of Wyatt Six and American Made, because American Made has been, taking loss after loss with the Wyatt Six. So I presume that the Wyatt Six and American Made are going to move on, and that Wyatt Six may be after, possibly some new foes, man. Maybe the Judgment Day. Who knows? Speaking of the Judgment Day, Finn Balor came out here and cut a promo on Damian Priest, telling him that he was the one who split the Judgment Day up. He was the problem with the Judgment Day. He viewed himself as much bigger than the Judgment Day. He was above the Judgment Day. Priest comes out and says, I'm gonna let you say what you want to say, but immediately after that, I'm gonna knock your teeth down. I'm gonna lay you out. And Finn Balor says, don't you remember the Judgment Day playbook? And Priest says, the Judgment Day playbook, I invented that. I wrote that. And all of a sudden, we get the members of the Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough and Carlito, come out, start attacking Damian Priest. Rhea Ripley comes out for the save. She comes out essentially on one leg, hobbling out because of the injury that she suffered last week on her knee. And this is still not enough. Liv Morgan arrives, starts to attack Rhea and Priest. They start getting beaten down when all of a sudden Monday Night Yeet Down, Jey Uso arrives, Horsemen's. Jey Uso comes out and helps out Mommy. He is going to be involved here later tonight in the IC tender title match. Get official that Finn Balor and Damian Priest will be taking place at Bad Blood alongside Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. We also get, which is probably the biggest news here tonight, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre is made official at Bad Blood for Hell in a Cell. Drew McIntyre comes out and starts talking about why CM Punk moving on to Gunther doesn't really make a lot of sense, because all he did was just touch a bunch of corners in that strap match, and all of a sudden he thinks he's done with Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre starts to get heated towards Wade Barrett, which, potentially there may be something there in the future. Who knows? But he starts getting heated at Wade Barrett. These two guys are starting to bicker, and Adam Pearce comes out, starts to talk sense into Drew. He says, Wade Barrett has been the worst reason for you, Drew. So this is what we're going to do. I spoke to Punk earlier today, and it is going to be official at Bad Blood. This has to come to an end. So it's going to be CM Punk and Drew McIntyre one-on-one in a Hell in a Cell match. And Drew looks on kind of dumbfounded, kind of like he doesn't know how to react. And we get this match official, Punk and Drew, Hell in a Cell. This is going to be the blow-off match, absolutely 100%. And I predict that Punk is going to take this, and he's going to take the victory here, and he's going to move on to Gunther at Survivor Series to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship. And we'll see where everything figures out. But as far as Gunther, Bret Hart made his return here tonight, and this is probably my favorite segment, because Bret Hart, they were in Canada, and Bret Hart in Canada is a national hero. He came out and he was talking about Canadian champions and whatnot, when all of a sudden Gunther comes out. Gunther's music starts playing. He comes out. He starts bad-mouthing Bret Hart, and the line of the night here was that Bret Hart was one of Gunther's favorites, but only second behind Bill Goldberg. And I broke out laughing. This was so hysterical. This was so hilarious to me, man, because if you don't know, Bill Goldberg and Bret Hart, mainly Bret Hart, has this big time issue with Bill Goldberg because of, that super kick that was delivered to Bret Hart many years ago. So the whole crowd even knew this too, man. When all of a sudden Sami Zayn comes out and he starts talking down to Gunther, he says, you can't talk to Bret Hart like this in Canada. He's a legend. And Bret Hart starts talking back to him, to Gunther. He says, you're just a coward. You got that yellow line running down your back. And he just calls Gunther a coward. And I presume we're going to get this match as well at Bad Blood. Sami Zayn against Gunther. Sami Zayn right now currently isn't doing much until the Bloodline stuff. So this is a good sort of, in the middle match for Gunther. And Gunther obviously looking to, remove one of his blemishes from WrestleMania. And later on, Jey Uso advances in the Intercontinental Tournament to determine the #1 contender for Braun Breaker's title. Braun Breaker and Jey Uso have had sort of a thing going on for now. I still presume, like anybody would presume, Braun Breaker is still going to take the W here. He's going to take down Jey Uso. I don't know where that's going to leave Jey Uso, how they get from Jey Uso challenging Braun Breaker to Jey Uso aligning back with the Bloodline. We still don't know. But also I want to mention something here tonight. Starting October 7th, Monday Night Raw is going to go back to 2 hours, at least for the remainder of 2024. And a lot of people, they have mixed opinions on this. I think I'm in the camp of 2 hours is good because it, removes that bulk of that extra hour. But I'm still sort of indifferent on how this is going to function because remember, Raw hasn't been 2 hours for about 12 years. So, it's kind of, for a lot of fans, it's going to be something new. But, the new regime is willing to try out, new things in order to please the fans. So we will see where that, is going to take us in the future. Definitely for the Netflix deal. I think that might be included. Overall, man, a noteworthy episode of Raw here tonight. A lot of things, a lot of moving parts are starting to take place for Bad Blood. Bad Blood could be an all-timer. I could easily see 6 to 7 matches on that pay-per-view, and we still haven't even, reached SmackDown. So we'll be here for SmackDown covering that this Friday night. And until next time, I am out. I'll see y'all later.